precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Oh, you're just here. I didn't see that for a minute. Okay, I guess we're talking to it.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
Okay.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I have no idea what that means.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Yeah, that's a bit...
So
meh.
the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity?
Well,
Or was he just projecting this vision
probably
in my mind?
projecting the vision thing.
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
I know I gotta do that, but I have mesmerization level 2, which means I can talk to someone that I wanted to talk to over in the docks for a while. So I will do that, and I will kill you. That works. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. We have the mesmerization level that I think will allow us to talk
Good
to her.
evening, madam. It's Dr. Reed again. May I come in?
You best come back in the morning, Doctor.
I can't because I'm a vampire. Please.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
It's locked, all right.
Let's take a look around the house then. Supplies. Okay. Oh, this. Alright, let's just talk to her.
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
Aww.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Yeah, unfortunately I've seen a lot of that, unfortunately.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Okay.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Oh.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Oh yeah, and your son is a murderer, but I'll get to that in a minute.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Aw, poor Rufus. Done that, okay. Oh.
I believe you may find this necklace of interest.
What is it? I don't understand.
It's a gift your son was hoping to give you. But I'm afraid it links him to the nearby murders.
You mean this belongs to one of his victims? Jesus. I knew this day would come. Please, Dr. Reed, accept this for your trouble and leave me be.
This day? You mean you already knew? Are you buying my silence? I will not be an accomplice in this.
What? No. No. My son's crimes distress me more than you can imagine. But I'm his mother. I love him, I do.
Well. Alright then.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Wow.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
I don't know what to say to her, to be honest. Because I might lose a hint if I say the wrong thing.
There is no cure for murder, Mrs. Fishburne. Only justice.
There ain't no hope, then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I understand your pain, but you cannot mother him forever.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Well, I guess that's kind of it then. I don't think we can talk to her anymore.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Well, that then.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
To every night.
You
and up.
are a problem.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times. That's all.
Oh, we already have all of this stuff, but oh well.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Wow, he's just so matter-of-fact about it.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
I think that's all we got with him.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Well, what's this? I'm hearing fighting going on here. Is everything okay?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news.
I'm guessing he's in charge of the
Bad
pre-win.
news indeed.
Just, you know, a guess from him being mean for no reason. And calling me a leech.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control.
Ooh.
Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Oh, that
Found
lady.
her room like a slaughterhouse.
The mean lady.
Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of,
I guess I
Jonathan.
really...
Very well.
Yeah.
Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Wow. That's an issue. Cause Sean Hampton, let me just, it's in this one. He is the pillar of this community. Which means if he dies, everything else here will be really bad. So we need to try to cure him, actually. If he dies, everyone else is going to be
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Okay. So he's got to be somewhere around there then. Let's see, look at the map. Around here-ish. Alright, let's go.
Patrols in the district.
Oh?
I must be more careful.
Are they? Because I've gone through here already to kill things. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. So maybe we're alright. I'm not seeing anything. I think we're good. I did go through here and kill things just a minute ago, but maybe they're just explaining why this area was more populated with pre-win, which it was. I just went through and killed them all already. Okay.
Hardens me to know you can't see me. Perhaps we should have
Okay. Oh, we're gathering in. Whoa!
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night?
I smell a
sewer
faker.
Dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Okay, that person is dead. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
You're a person
Have you witnessed
I've not
any
met before.
suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden
Sorry.
of the East End.
Sorry.
A vampire hunter?
Throgmorton.
Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
They're closer than you
Mr.
think,
Throgmorton,
Throgmorton.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Whatever you say, Throgmorton.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the
We're gonna
vampire
end up putting
threat.
up posters
Are you
for
asking
people.
me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Alright. Alright.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter.
Yeah, we can tell by you being
They're
loud
more
in the
of a
middle of the street about
sanitary militia.
vampires.
So you
We can
hunt
tell you're
alone?
being very silent, Throgmorton.
That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Alright.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint?
Throgmorton.
He should be at his night asylum at this hour.
Throgmorton.
But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal,
Throgmorton.
Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but
That's-
people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child,
Oh.
he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Oh shit. Wow, I didn't know that. Oops.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Well, alright then. I guess that's what I'm doing.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Huh. Alright, let's take a look at this body.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Oh, well. At least you figured it out too. Okay. I guess I gotta talk to him, but let me check on this
Good
guy
evening.
one more
Doctor,
time. No. Thought we might actually have something else, but I guess not.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
He's healthy. Okay. I guess.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Oh, we actually have his. Okay.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I think I'm
Should
losing
have
my
offered a
mind.
drink to the boy.
I should
Being
just run as
cursed
far
or
away
not,
from
he's
this place
just
as I
another
can.
lost orphan.
Okay. Let's... We got a new investigation here from this guy. So where's this at? Take posters from a pile. Oh, it's way up there. I think that's located in a place I can't actually get to at the moment, so I'll deal with that when that comes to it. But hopefully I'm actually gonna get to open up the map a bit more, because that's what I want to do.